Lemon, 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 lemon.
Oh, uh, hang on. Wait, are we live?
Yeah, we're live. Well, hi guys. How's it going?
Hello and welcome to another Destiny podcast. My name, as per usual, is ADP Newt. I am joined this week by Cole, and unfortunately not by Starlight. He is back to his position as man in a chat.
Yeah, we demoted him. He's fucking out of here.
Although I don't even think he's in chat. So
Nope, I don't think so.
I don't know
Hi,
if
Cat.
he's
Yeah, no.
gonna work out.
Yeah, Cat, I was going for a bit, and it's something I've been meaning to do for a couple weeks now. Uh, and we still managed to fuck it up. So I'd like to shout out fucking 8-Bit Saga for that lemon, lemon, lemon bit, but no,
Oh no, I knew. I was playing into the bit, is what was going on there.
Oh, fuck me, so I fucked it up.
No, it all went.
No, it was.
It was.
Eh.
I thought it was pretty good. I liked it.
Ah, well. Ah, shit.
We're good, Cat. We're good. Okay, so I already went over the introductions, I think. Oh, but
Yeah,
how was your week, Cole? Your couple weeks actually.
couple
It's
weeks.
been a
Yeah,
little while.
Christ, it has been a hot minute, like a real hot, right out of the oven minute since we've cast. I've been doing really well. Uh, IRL life is going well. Not a whole lot's happening in Destiny. I'm sure everyone's in the same boat right now. We're just kind of twiddling our thumbs, waiting for Beyond Light to come out. Nothing substantial happened to me in Destiny, in gaming in general. I've been reading more again, so that's nice.
Yep.
Other than that, there's something else, but I'll get into it later on in the podcast. But how you doing, Newt? What's new, boy? What up?
Um,
Oh
not
my
a
god, do I
lot
really have
is.
49 burps?
Yep,
Fuck.
you're almost at 50. You
Great.
Congratulations. You have exceeded our follower numbers by 20.
Great.
I hope you're proud.
Oh my god. Well,
Um, let's see. IRL life. I don't know. I feel like, well, I've been busy, but I also feel like I've been like really tired lately for some reason. I don't know why exactly. So it's been a real struggle to upload everything on time and stuff like that.
mhm.
So I was just kind of like, I'm just gonna not do any of that for a little while. Yeah, work's been busy, and then just been playing Destiny, getting my Solstice of Heroes armor
Yep.
up to the not the last rank. I'm starting to work on that. I guess tonight maybe I'll see if we can run a
Yeah.
Pit of Heresy or something like that.
I'll run that with you, honestly. Well,
Yeah.
because I need to actually no, I don't even I'm not even at that point yet. I'm just over halfway for my legendary solstice armor. So
Oh, okay. So we can wrap that up for you tonight, probably.
count it. Yay, 50.
Yeah, I'll do that. Remind me afterwards.
Cool. Yeah, I'll fire it into the chat.
Yeah. Um, other than that, it's not been super. Oh, no, that's not true at all. IRL life. Another part of the reason I haven't had time to upload everything
Yep,
is the Canucks have been playing in the playoffs, the NHL playoffs.
that's true. Yeah.
I've been watching the games. They just kicked out last season's Stanley Cup champions. So
Oh, I didn't realize that. Hmm.
yeah, they beat St. Louis in round one. They're moving on to round two. They're going up against Las Vegas Golden Knights. And
Oh, that's a
then,
matchup I'll actually watch because I've been following. Well, I was following the Golden Knights for a couple years there because I was just really impressed with their first year.
yeah, they're really good.
Yeah, so I'm
Um,
I'm excited for that matchup then.
yeah, it'll be interesting. I mean, uh, the Golden Knights are a really good team, but
Hmm.
the Canucks have just been playing like so fucking hard, like just putting in 110% every night that they're
Hmm.
beating out teams that are statistically better than they are just because they fucking want it more.
The numbers don't add up.
So it's been a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah,
And
no,
then yeah,
I'm stoked for that.
yeah.
A couple of new things is I know.
Sorry.
I was just gonna say I got a new headset
Oh
so that
yeah.
you guys can stop listening to the static that was coming through my old one. I was looking at the audio jack for my old headset, and I realized that like obviously it's got like that like the rubber and everything around like the important bits, but then where the wire comes out is bent at a 90-degree angle, and all
Right.
the protective cabling was fraying. I'm like, that's not great. I
That's
also
definitely what it's supposed to look like.
yeah, and every time I moved, like my fire team members were like, it's like yeah, yeah, time for a new one. I also I've had this tablet for a little while now. And I was just like, you know what? I need a case for it. So I went on Amazon and I dropped like 16 bucks on a case,
Yeah.
and arrived a couple days later. It's too small. Your man didn't measure,
No.
didn't pay attention to the measurements. So got this
Oof.
dinky little thing. It just doesn't even fucking fit. So yeah.
That's unfortunate. I also got a couple things. Hang on.
Oh, what'd you get? Show us your loot, Newt.
Well, I've got this now.
Oh, me want.
The
Losses
first
want.
and the second volume 1, volume 2 of the Destiny Grimoire anthology.
Hmm.
I just took this one out of the wrapping. I was really putting it off because it looks so nice and shiny in there. I think I'm
Yeah,
gonna order like some protective, like just like packages you can put them in, just
that's
to
a good
keep
idea.
them looking really nice.
Yeah,
And just behind me in front of the TV there, I got my little engram light
yeah.
set to
What do you?
legendary right now because
Yes, that's
it
legendary.
goes with the well, you
Yeah,
can put it to each one, but the purple
right.
goes with the room.
It does, yeah. Nice, nice, man. So
Yeah.
can you still get those Grimoire anthologies, or are those no longer available for purchase?
No, you can buy them.
Oh, fuck.
I think the
Okay.
third one's coming out soon too, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, that's the one that they're writing for Destiny 2, right?
I don't
Or
know.
is it? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Regardless, I'm going to be picking those up because I feel like I have to have those at some point. I might put them like up here in this negative space right
Oh
here.
yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah. Between my custom made dice box that a friend made for me and my Radical Face poster that my brother made for me. So
Hmm.
yeah.
So I just logged into Nightbot.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Kat. You are our top chatter.
Hey, look at that. Beating out Starlight, man. That's great actually.
Yeah, what the heck?
Love it.
He's supposed to be. Our, yeah,
Man,
clearly we need to change it to our cat in the chat.
cat, I can't believe that's never occurred to me. Wait, we said that last episode, didn't we? Cat in the chat.
I think so. Yes, I think that has been said before.
Cat in the chat came back the very next day. There's a
Yeah.
lot of potential for this, actually.
Okay. Well, that was my week. Was that your
Yeah,
week?
that's about my week. Well, I was gonna say, when you it was the night of the final game of St. Louis versus, or the day of this final game of St. Louis versus Vancouver, and like you and I were at work and we were on our break, and you were just fidgety as all holy fuck, and I was like, dude, what the hell's wrong with
Oh
you?
yeah, I was
And
getting
you were
so
just like,
nervous.
it was the final game. I know they're probably gonna win, but what if they don't? I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, cool.
Yeah, because yeah, they had the chance to knock out St. Louis, but if not, then
Mhm.
it would have been tied to the
What was
final
the
game.
what was the final score of St. Louis versus Vancouver?
You mean in terms of the series or in terms of the last game?
The last game.
It was a hefty. I think it was 6-1.
Oh my god!
It was a
So they
really,
shattered them.
yeah, it was a really good game by the Canucks. Really well
And
played.
what happened with the Flames? I heard some talk about the Flames not doing as well as they probably should have.
Yeah.
But,
Do you actually not know what? It
no,
was
I know,
six
but
to two.
I want you to describe it the way you
Uh,
described it at work because it fucking made me burst out laughing. when you,
I mean, I'll try. I'm also typing stuff at the same time, so it's always super fun to try to
Mm,
say things and type things at the same time. Yeah, so the Flames were in their elimination game. If they didn't win this game, they were out. So they had to play out of their fucking minds, and they really had to bring it, which they did. And it's insane. I don't think I've ever watched a hockey game like this before. In the first half of the first period, they scored 3 goals. Dallas hadn't, I think it was Dallas, hadn't
yeah,
even registered a shot on net at that point. So,
which is fucked.
fucking,
That's amazing.
yeah, fucking easy game for the Flames.
GG
And
easy.
then they proceeded to completely collapse and give up 7 unanswered goals and were kicked out of the playoffs. It was pretty sad watching it come out on the third. Like, they just,
Oh
like, there's still 20
god.
minutes in the game and they just were not
Yeah, it just
there.
was
They,
not happening. That
yeah.
oh.
So it was pretty sad to
God,
watch.
man.
I kind of wish they'd won because I'd rather watch the Flames Canucks
Yeah,
game.
me too. I mean, absolutely. I've got a friend over in Calgary who's like a diehard Flames fan. And when Newt told me this story at work, I immediately turned around and texted my friend, just, "Bro, what the fuck happened to the Flames last night?" Knowing that it would just set her off on
Yeah.
this tangent. And she went, "Yeah, man, I don't know what happened. Like none of us expected this to happen." I was like, "Well, of course you should have. It's the fucking Flames." And she just sent back "rude" in all capital letters.
You called her friend, but that is no longer
Yeah, I think
correct.
that may be an outdated term at this point.
um. Anyways, that is
Mhm.
news that probably the majority of our listeners are not interested to
Hey, you
in
never know.
anyways. So,
Yeah, it's very specific, like West Coast Canada shit.
yeah. Okay. I'm done messing around with Nightbot, so
Cool.
this will now have my full attention. Um, well, feels a little bit weird because usually we have a third person to go over their week.
Mhm.
So it's a little bit quick, but do you want to hop into the TWAB right away? It's pretty
Yeah, no,
hefty.
we might as well. Yeah, it's pretty like direct and straightforward, but
Yeah.
it's got some girth to it.
So and some very pertinent information,
Yeah.
necessary information that you're gonna want to hear. All right, so let's
Well,
hop over.
exactly. Yeah.
Alrighty.
Hop, hop, hop. What's up? We're here at the TWAB.
Yeah, it
Hey.
doesn't work as well since I got rid of the oh, what are they called? The slider or whatever, where it like covers up the screen for a
Yeah.
second. But it made a noise and I couldn't separate the noise from the animation and I
Yeah, I
hated
noticed
it.
that. Like
So
it would drop our audio as well. Yeah,
yeah.
that's fine.
All right, this week at Bungie for the 20th of
August
August. um
2020.
This week they're sharing more details on the DCV, which is the Destiny Content Vault. As a quick refresher, when Year 4 kicks off on November 10th, Io, Titan, Mars, Mercury, and Leviathan will all enter the Destiny Content Vault to make room for the Cosmodrome's return and Europa's debut.
Mhm. Europa's dispute. Europa's got some beef with the rest of the solar system.
Most questions are answered by this rule of thumb. When a destination goes into the DCV, so too do its PvE activities and associated rewards. But there are
Yeah,
some
so
edge
just
cases, and we want to be crystal clear.
yeah, and they were in this TWAB. Like they really hammered down exactly what's going, what's staying, and well, yeah, they just made it really easy to
Yeah.
understand.
So I'm going to read through these, but I'll read through them pretty quick. And then I definitely
Yeah.
recommend, if you're not sure about it, like a certain weapon or activity, and whether or not it's going away, definitely go to the TWAB and check this all out.
Yeah.
So in terms of strikes, this one is covered entirely by the standard vaulting rule of thumb. Available strikes on November 10th. The Arms Dealer, Lake of Shadows, Inverted Spire, Exodus Crash, Insight Terminus, Warden of Nothing, Hallowed Lair, Broodhold, The Corrupted, Scarlet Keep, Will of Crota, and then the new... They
Yeah.
only have one redacted under Europa, but hopefully there's like two. I'd love to have two
I
strikes
think
come out.
eventually there will be, but I think they're only going to have the one to start.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
Um,
Also, do you think it might be easier just to talk about the things that are going to be leaving instead of the things that'll be available? Or
there's maybe in the weapons, because I think that's going to be a longer list.
that's fair. And actually, without Starlight here, we've got time. So.
Yes.
Love you,
Speaking of
buddy.
which, moving into the DCV, Io, so the Pyramidion and the Festering Core, Titan, so Savathun's Song, Mars, Strange Terrain, Will of the Thousands, and Mercury,
Oop.
Tree of Probabilities, and A Garden World. Oh, right. Also, Destiny's Devil's Lair and Fallen Saber are coming out of the vault in Year 4. So those will be new ones.
Yeah.
I'm excited
Yeah.
to run Saber again.
Dude, me too. I'm really excited because that's Rasputin shit. So
Yeah,
I wonder.
it'd be great to see that
Yeah,
story advance a little bit.
me too. Oh, yeah. Oh, you know me. I love my hexagonal base boosted Russian boy.
So this is something I'm really looking forward to seeing. So as a reminder, Gambit and Gambit Prime will be merging into a single experience when Year 4 kicks off. The new version will be similar to Prime as a single round face-off with tweaked blockers, heavier moat drain, and some changes to the primeval fight. We'll give more details on these updates before the revamp mode goes live. The Year 4 Gambit playlist map selection is the best of list. So it doesn't matter what's going away. They just chose ones that they thought should stay
Yeah.
in.
Which is weird because Deep Six and Mars, which are on Titan and well, sorry, Deep Six and New Arcadia, which are on Titan and Mars respectively, like yeah,
Yeah,
regardless of their destination's fictional state, like it's that's an interesting
yeah.
choice.
I think maybe they just because it's such a smaller number compared to PvP.
Maybe, yeah.
They're like, it would suck to keep the two. Well,
Yeah,
okay,
that's a good point.
it is a little funny because I was about to say, excuse me, that that's why they had to like they couldn't send those ones away and keep the two that
Mhm.
people didn't like in
Yeah,
rotation because that would have been 50% of it. But also, I feel like
yeah.
nobody like really has a favorite or dislikes a certain Gambit map.
It's not exactly a topic I see discussed regularly on
Yeah,
Twitter. So,
but I don't know. Maybe there's something about the ones that are going away, Cathedral Scars and Kel's Grave. Maybe there was
right.
something they noticed about them that was unbalanced, like something they saw
Yeah.
in the numbers.
Well, I
So
can already
that's
tell that Cathedral of Scars, as I really like the map design, it's too spread out. Like just by enough for it to be noticeable that when you're running back to try and bank those moats, it you have to hoof it to get to
yeah,
where you're going.
yeah, that is true. Um, as we perform maintenance on the activity, Gambit Prime armor perks will be deprecated.
Mhm.
We're exploring ways to rebalance and reintroduce some of these perks as armor mods in the future. That's cool.
That's
I
that's
like that.
cool. I actually really like that because having to equip a specific set of armor just to get those perks for Gambit Prime, I liked it in the beginning, but after a while it was like, okay, this is not great because the grind to get a high roll on one of those pieces of armor is almost impossible to do.
Yeah,
So the fact that they're taking those armor perks and making them like those locked armor perks that are on the armor and making them into like moddable armor perks for what you're yeah, anyway, I like that idea a lot.
yeah. Are there? Do you know the Gambit armor? Is that
Mhm.
stuck at 750?
No, no, you can infuse it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like it would have been really cool if it had been usable in the new public event, the triangle,
Oh,
the
yeah.
pyramid ship public event where you pick up motes and bank them.
That would be interesting, yeah.
That would have been really cool, but I
Yeah,
guess the coding
yeah.
was just too much for them at the time,
I
probably.
can I would assume so, yeah, and a lot of those perks are so specific to just Gambit
Yeah,
that I don't know how much of it would have actually
yeah.
carried over.
Like Gambit, the new Crucible map playlist will be curated best of mix. So I'll just read through. Like it's this one's pretty available maps: Bannerfall, Exodus Blue, Restless Lands, Twilight Gap, Altar Flame, Anomaly, Burnout, Cauldron, Convergence, Dead Cliffs, Distant Shore, Endless Vale, Fortress, Fragment, Javelin 4, Midtown, Pacifica, Radiant Cliffs, Widow's Court, and Wormhaven. And those that are going away is Meltdown, Solitude, Retribution, Citadel, Emperor's Respite, Equinox, Eternity, Firebase Echo, Gambler's Ruin, Legion's Gulch, and Vostok.
Holy
Um,
shit, that's a lot
yeah.
of maps
I'm
that they're
surprised
mhm.
that or I guess more I'm kind of sad that Gambler's Ruin is going away. I liked that one. That was the one on the Tangled Shore.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised Dead Cliffs is staying in. That's the one where it's in the EDZ and it's on like a cliffside. There's some buildings, like dilapidated buildings that you're in, and it's the one where if you spawn in the back on C,
Oh,
I think.
yeah.
Oh, maybe it's not.
Is
But
that the is that where B is on the giant, Cabal drill, right?
no, no, it's the
No.
one where I can't describe it, but it's one where if you spawn inside, you're fucked. Like it's one that's they took it out before to rebalance it, and it's still the same. So I'm surprised they
Really?
left that one in. Yeah.
Oh, shit, that one, right. Yeah. Okay.
Like that one, if you spawn inside, you're like, okay, we
Mhm.
immediately have to push outside
Yeah.
and just like lose some
I
points,
don't know,
but flip the spawns.
I personally I like the flow of that map.
I
Well,
do like it. I like it. It's just that
yeah,
if you spawn inside, it's a real
yeah.
struggle.
I think it lends itself better to
Like Clash
just
or
Clash, like, not
Comp even.
yeah, well, that's exactly it, like,
I
Comp and Clash, but for, like, Control and the Iron Banner, it's just too swingy. It's
yeah.
way too swingy and it's yeah.
But yeah, I
'Cause I like
really
the light.
every time that one I come up on that one in comp, I really enjoy
Mhm,
those matches. I don't know, something about it that's really fun.
mhm. Well, it's 'cause it offers a lot of, variety for, like, lanes for sniping, but then there's also a lot of close quarters options as well,
Yeah,
so
it's like there's lanes, but there's ways that you can
yeah, exactly.
approach those lanes in a way that
You know what it reminds me of? It
goes
reminds
the
me of the old
distance.
Halo 3 maps. Like, I could see that map just being, like, dropped straight into Halo 3,
Yeah,
because it has that kinda same feel to it.
right. Um, so as year 4 starts, we're taking the opportunity to focus the Crucible experience by reducing the number of PvP playlists and modes to those that receive the most play. Excuse me.
Gesundheit.
Um, Available modes: Rumble, Clash, Control, including Iron Banner, Elimination, including Trials of Osiris, Showdown, Survival, and Mayhem. The ones that are going away: Supremacy, Countdown, Lockdown, Breakthrough, Doubles, Momentum, Control, Scorched.
Yeah.
Expect Momentum and Scorched to return from the DCV at some time during year 4. So it'll probably be like
Talk
a
about
special
showing the
thing.
fat. Like, holy shit.
Yeah, I think it's a really good idea.
Oh, for
Like,
sure. Yeah.
I played Scorch a few times, I played Momentum a few times, and then all the other ones I just never played.
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly.
So it's great that like it's going to put more people. The each of the remaining game modes will have a higher population, which will
Mhm.
make just matches overall better.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Um, and then obviously the lighthouse will continue to be available to those who are able to complete a flawless
Yeah.
passage.
Well, I was
Trials of
listening.
Cyrus experience will not be impacted by the content moving to DCV.
Yeah, I was listening to the DDU, the Destiny Down Under podcast. Like, they need a plug from us. Um, but before this, and they mentioned, and I think it was, well, it was either Mylan or Log, was talking about how it's interesting that the lighthouse is staying even though it's on Mars, and
Mercury.
they were kind of theorizing on how, like, story wise, they would actually pull that one off, because the lighthouse does have its own lore.
Yeah.
And so I'm wondering if, like, the lighthouse will be like one bastion on Mercury.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Which could be fun to like eventually use that in the story as well as like
Hmm.
those that make it to the lighthouse are actually helping us push back the darkness on Mercury or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Could be fun.
Because I don't think Mercury will be destroyed, but I think it'll be, like, enveloped by the darkness. You know how the ground completely changes in the contact public events. It's like turns it really, like, glossy and metallic. That's my theory. That's I've actually got a couple theories on how the planets might be disappearing. So
Yeah, and I mean
I'll
they're probably going to come back at some point. Like that's the plan. So
yeah.
they're they need to still be usable at
Hmm.
some point. Raids and dungeons. No dungeons will be rotating into DCV this November, which is a good idea because there's only 3. If you're putting one away, that's quite a big chunk of content gone. So
Yeah.
they definitely need a few more before.
Before they can start cycling things in and out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although the I say that, but then so we come to raids. Moving into the DCV, Leviathan, Eater of Worlds, Spire of Stars, Scourge of the Past, and Crown of Sorrows. Although I guess it's only 2 locations, so actually,
Yeah. But
um,
still, that's three quarters of all of the raids in
yeah,
Destiny.
yeah.
And
So, but Last Wish, Garden of Salvation will still be available come November
mhm.
10th, as well as Redacted, which will be the new
Yeah.
raid.
I think it is important to note that the prophecy dungeon will be, um it'll become temporarily unavailable for a brief period, to allow the team to make some necessary technical updates on it.
Oh, did it say
So
that?
yeah, it's in the raids and dungeons section there.
Oh,
And they said expect details on dates and timing soon. So they're going to let us know ahead of time how long it's going to be gone for, and so there are some technical things that they're changing, which is really interesting. And so I was thinking about this earlier today, and to our last episode, how not even our last episode, I think it was a couple episodes back, we were talking about stasis. Oh yeah, it was when the stasis reveal was brought up, and we were saying how we were really liking the look of those grenades where you throw it down and a wall goes up. I'm almost wondering if one of those changes that they're making is when you throw one of the stasis grenades down and that wall goes up, then it'll create shadow.
right.
I wonder, like, I'm this is like my spinfoil hat theory, but I think that they're going to be tweaking it so that stasis will work as a mechanic within the dungeon itself.
Right. That would be super cool.
Yeah.
That'd be so cool. Uh, so they point out that because players will want to grab the coveted raid rewards and triumphs before they enter the vault, this year's Moments of Triumph currently features the 5 raids being added DCV with the reward lockouts removed to make grinding them extra well rewarding. And that's also how you receive your raid ring and stuff like that.
Right.
We also plan to bring the Vault of Glass out of the DCV and into Destiny 2 for the first time at some point during year 4.
Some point during year 4, so that is not the redacted that's in that list up above.
Yeah.
So
and
that
it's
means
not coming out as like right away when.
No. We don't know exactly when it's going to be coming out, but I'm really curious to see how they implement that actually. So
Yeah,
do you think that
story-wise, you mean?
Yeah. Do you think they'll have like a different entrance to the vault, like on Nessus or something?
I
Or
really
will we?
like that idea.
Yeah.
I don't see why they couldn't just make up some reason to go to Venus. But
If I don't know if they
I
were.
think it would be so cool if there was a new entrance to it.
Well, there was, or was it on Io? Which planet was it that we saw inside of a Vex Gate where Ghost said he could see into the Vault of Glass? Was that on Nessus? Or was that Io?
Probably. It's probably Nessus.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember seeing any Vex gates on Io.
Are you fucking kidding me? Are you serious right now?
Are there?
There are so many Vex Gates on Io, dude.
Oh, like not like active ones.
No.
Oh
It's like
yeah,
it
yeah.
would have been like one of those
Oh
like
right, yeah, one of the
yeah.
scannables. You might be right. It
Yeah.
might be on IO. You're right.
It's one of those. But regardless, I would love to see that. And God, I really hope they bring back the opening mechanic where in a patrol zone on Venus, you
Yeah,
could pass by and see fire teams trying to open the vault. You could actually hop in and help them,
yeah,
and then they would go into the next instance. But yeah,
I
I'm
agree.
just I don't know, I'm really, really excited for the Vault of Glass to come back because that was one of my favorite raids from D2. I mean, the taking, King's Fall raid, obviously the best. But I'm going down a nostalgia rabbit hole here. So yeah.
um, just a heads up. There will be some exotic quests that can no longer be completed in the original
Mhm.
forms to come DCV. Um, So if you want to acquire these exotics via the original quest, do so prior to the end of season arrivals. Sturm,
Mhm.
Mida Multi-Tool. Wait, Mida Multi... Oh yeah, that was a quest. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Rat King, Legend of Acrius, Sleeper Simulant, Polaris Lance, World 90, Ace of Spades, Last Word, Low Monarch, Jotun, Izanagi's Burden, Thorn, Lumina, Truth, and Bad Juju.
I literally have every single one of those. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
And then they... well here, okay. These are not being retired from Destiny 2. The original acquisition journeys are entering the DCV. So starting year 4, any exotic tied to a quest that has been vaulted will now become available through a memorial kiosk situated among the vault kiosks in the tower.
Yeah.
I wonder if it'll be like you have to use that token that we got in the season pass where you can trade it into Zero or Rahul for an exotic.
Yeah, it's possible. They might switch it up so that it's available for that.
Yeah,
So
just like
we'll see.
maybe you get like a few in the season pass instead so you can grab a
Yeah.
few of them but
Yeah,
not
that
all
could
of
be
them.
cool. And then like maybe work your way towards them in a different way. Yeah, well, it'll be I'm curious to see how they pull that off.
Yeah.
Like
Um
completing the quests, like I don't know, man.
yeah.
How are they going to do that with Sleeper Simulant, for example? Like so much of that takes place on Mars and the Polaris Lance as well. So much
Yeah.
of those quests take place on Mars. So are they going to be completely reworking those quests from the ground up, or are they just going to streamline it? Like I don't know, but I want to see how they do it.
Yeah.
Because basically, Destiny 2 is going through a gigantic change in
Yeah.
November. Like, it's going to be a different game by the time we come out of it.
So excited for proper transmog.
Oh my god, same here, man. Even though
Um
you have to have a physical copy of it,
it is kind of
uh,
funny because
oh my god.
you okay?
Yeah, no, I just went on wastedondestiny.com and looked at how much time I've wasted on
Uh,
Destiny 2. It's a lot more since the last time I checked. Oh my god. Oh no.
hang on, we'll compare those numbers afterwards. But
Sure.
What was I just gonna say? Don't remember. So, you may be asking, hey, what about the catalyst previews required for content that's now in the DCV? So, here's a list of the catalysts that are going away into the DCV. I'm gonna give you the ones that are just going away, not the ones that are available still, because it's a long
Yeah.
list. Ones that are going away: Bad Juju, Huckleberry, Izanagi's Burden, Legend of Acrius, Polaris Lance, Skybender's Oath, Sleeper Simulant, Telesto, Outbreak Perfected, Whisper of the Worm, and World Line Zero. They have an asterisk next to some of those, and I don't. But it
If you
doesn't.
if you already have any catalysts with an asterisk, make sure you finish completing the necessary objective to apply, as the objective will no longer be available at the end of Season of Arrivals.
Yeah, I guess that's what it's referring to.
Yeah.
I kind of wish they had put an asterisk down where, like, what the pertinent information was. So I'm
Yeah.
assuming that's what the asterisk is for.
But they are saying that all of these
Um,
catalysts will come out of the vault and be made available with new objectives if needed in a future season.
yeah.
So they will be available at some point in the future, but we don't know when that's going to be happening. So if you are working on those, get them done.
Mm. Um. Okay, let's see. Here, I'll read through this because it's maybe there's something that people won't think about in it. When a destination enters the DCV's PvE content will no longer be available. This includes their unique story missions and cinematics, strikes, raids, dungeons, adventures, secret missions, vendors and associated bounties, destination-specific patrols, collectibles and scannables, destination-specific activities, freely roaming the destination themselves, exploring lost sectors, etc. It's unfortunate I didn't read through this ahead of time, so I don't know exactly how important all of this is. What will new? Oh, actually, this is pretty important. What will new guards experience if the year one campaigns are going away? We are building a new expanded Guardian origin story in the Cosmodrome that will launch alongside year 4 and will be available to all Guardians to play. It is designed to introduce you to the world and mechanics of Destiny and prepare you to play the action MMO game we all enjoy. The Forsaken and Shadowkeep story campaigns will still be playable in year 4 for owners of those expansions.
Oh, I didn't realize that
Yeah, I didn't
Curse
know
of
that.
Osiris and Warmind weren't going to be playable. Jesus. I thought it was
I'm
just the Red War.
Yeah, I'm glad Forsaken and Shadowkeep are staying because those
Yeah.
were like the two strongest campaigns.
Oh, they're incredible.
By far. So
Mhm.
it's definitely a good decision to keep those.
Like I've said it before, I'll keep saying I liked the aesthetic of Warmind, and Curse of Osiris content wasn't there. Well, no, the meat of it wasn't there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Uh With the Forsaken campaign, Tangled Shore, and Dreamy City sticking around after Beyond Light's launch, does that mean other U2 seasonal content will remain playable? No. The year 2 seasonal.
Oh.
I don't know why I hit that nose so aggressively.
No, fuck you. Next question.
The year 2 seasonal content, Forge's Reckoning Menagerie, including those, will be entering the DCV on November 10th. Here's a cheat sheet of what to complete: 8-1 Black Armory and Season of the Forge quests, Gambit Prime
R.I.P.
Reckoning and Season of the Drifter quests, Benedict 66, Warner 9940, Menagerie and Season of Opulence quests, Pinnacle and Pursuit weapon quests.
Mhm.
So if there's any of those that you specifically want to complete, do those before.
And it does say that from the Pinnacle and Pursuit weapons, these weapons will receive an alternate acquisition method, but there more details will come later this season.
We have no doubt you'll have more questions on what's coming and going this fall. We'll be sharing more updates, and Destiny player support will always have the latest updates available in our help archives. All right.
So yeah,
that's the meat and bones of the TWAB.
That's a lot of shit that's going away.
Yeah, definitely.
One thing I'm
definitely recommend going to check it out yourself, because even if you listen to it, there might be a couple that you've forgotten.
Exactly.
So maybe make a little checklist and
I think I'm actually going to do that after we're done the podcast here. It's just like make a checklist of the things that I have to go through. Top of the list, number one of that list is finishing off our heroic 0 hour runs.
Yeah.
I have to do 3 more. We've been wasting so much time on that.
All of them.
Yeah. So have you done the heroic run yet? No, you've done it once, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so you have 4 more to do then. So
sure. I don't
Yeah.
know if I'll bother getting around to it, but
I think I'm going well because honestly, I want that catalyst for the Outbreak Perfected because basically what it does is when you kill an enemy with a headshot with the Outbreak Perfected, it creates those nanites that swarm to another enemy and damage that enemy. But with the catalyst, those nanite swarms go to the enemy, and if they kill it, they burst into nanites as well. So it'll just keep chaining the
yeah, it's
nanites.
pretty good.
Yeah. And so I'm thinking that if we have an entire fire team running Outbreak Perfected in a raid, holy balls, that'd be good to have.
Yeah. Uh, on some less important news, so Bungie had the Solstice fashion show this
Mhm.
past couple weeks, however long ago ran. Um, I mean, I might be a bit biased, but I feel like mine was better than some of these.
Yours was really good.
But some of these are really cool. But
Yeah.
some of them are
I think
just
my favorite
okay.
by far is this Twitter user Person of Assault at ALXGTZ. I don't even know how you would pronounce that. Alex Gates. I don't know. The Innermost Enlightenment is their white and black hunter. It looks really cool.
Yeah. I like the solstice or the solar eclipse one most
The Warlock.
because it
Yeah.
uses something other than black and white. Which there's
Yeah.
like
Well,
three
it's
total that do that in here.
it's black and gold, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. There are a couple. The Titan one on Mercury is kind of neat because it's all like solar
Mhm.
themed. I don't know.
I
I
like
just
actually, I don't know, the Fellwinter one is amazing from user at
yes, I really
Bernardo
that
SB4.
is definitely my favorite one.
It is so good.
Um,
Like honestly, just because of the Fellwinter's helmet, I've considered making a warlock just so that I can make a Fellwinter cosplay for him and then just not touch him again.
right. Yeah, I really like it. I wish more of
But
them
I
were
think
like that, like had an actual
exactly.
theme and
Yeah,
like colors to it and stuff like that.
yeah. I guess I still have to focus on my what did Tips call it? My Rasputin straight guy.
Yeah, yeah. um, Prime Gaming, there's Prime Rewards. There you go.
Yeah,
Oh,
there are.
oh yes, you can talk about this now, I guess.
Oh yeah, thanks, Aldo. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I don't know if any of you have been following this podcast for a while, but if you've been following from the beginning, wow, props to you for sticking in this entire time. But you've probably heard me talking about my white whale in this game, the thing I've been trying to get for the longest time. And a couple months ago, I came to the realization that it wasn't in collections, so that I physically could not pick it up, and it made me a sad boy. It made me a sad Titan. And I stress ate a bunch of crayons because of it. It was a whole thing. The Vespi Laser Sparrow, the Vespi Laser Exotic Sparrow, which is basically Rasputin Warmind in aesthetic. Go and look it up. It's by far the best looking sparrow in the entire game, in my personal opinion. And when I saw that Twitch Prime had it as one of the available rewards, I damn near busted a nut. I was so happy because I'd activated my Twitch Prime account like a couple weeks prior to that. And so it finally comes out, and I just like hooting and hollering at the fact that I finally have this sparrow, and I'm so happy. And the shaders look so good on it. Oh,
I'm glad.
yeah, me too. I'm really, really happy.
um, alrighty. Um, okay, so this is things like updates and issues and hotfixes and stuff. We resolved an issue where weekly and repeatable Solstice of Heroes bounties do not grant bright dust rewards upon completion.
Mhm.
They will now award the following amounts of bright dust. Weekly bounty 200 bright dust, repeatable bounty 10 bright dust.
So the only reason I was made aware that this was an issue is when I logged in to grab my Twitch Prime rewards. I got that notification on screen
Yeah.
that said you were one of the guardians affected by this issue. So we've supplemented you with the bright dust that you missed out. I was like, cool, just
Yeah. So
cool.
yeah,
I
if
had
you missed
no
out on
idea.
bright dust earlier by turning in bounties, they're giving it to people now.
Yeah.
We resolved an issue causing a weekly means an end quest to be deleted off of players, preventing them from collecting their weekly pinnacle reward. That would suck.
Mm.
Earlier, we disabled the EAZ weekly challenges due to an issue preventing players from receiving powerful gear rewards upon completion. That should now be resolved. Some known issues. The armor glows on the Magnificent Solstice armor sets and ornaments are less intense than intended.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Upgrading from Majestic to Magnificent can result in a slight power level reduction. That sucks.
That does take a lot.
The Hunter Solstice vest creates a gap at the waist of the female character model when used with certain leg armor. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Which leg armor? I want to know. So I can run that.
Another unreasonable beauty standard that Guardians have to live up to. Fucking waist gaps.
The Solstice glows on male hunters aren't aligned on the right knee. Why? Hunters are just getting fucked over.
Yeah, right?
The renewed Solstice Triumph incorrectly states it unlocks after earning a Majestic set when it actually requires a Magnificent set.
Yeah.
Movies of the week. One is someone made a Micro Mini, which is just I'm guessing a bike. I haven't actually watched it, but I'm guessing it's a bike that has a Micro Mini. It's
a sit down at home bike station that they put a micro mini shell over. And they call it the fucking Micro Mini. It's entertaining to watch, and like once you get your bike up to a certain speed, it activates like sound and lights on the back, so it's kind of cute.
And then honorable mention is Space Cowboy, which I think you said is just a montage.
Yeah, it was a really good intro. It was like a warlock camping out on the tangled shore, and then it just goes into a last word montage. I'm like, all right, cool.
I do like that it's called Space Cowboy as well.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yep, that's about it. That concludes the TWAB. So a lot of stuff that needed covering.
Yeah.
I'm really glad they're keeping us in the know with all of this. Like they're being completely upfront with what's being taken away, what's staying, what's coming up. Like they're giving us as much information as they can without actually spoiling anything.
Yeah.
So the fact that the Will of Crota strike is coming back is yeah. Which I can't remember who I was talking to.
That is kind of weird in terms of like lore.
Consider the implications. Omnigul's coming back.
Yeah.
So does this mean that Savathun is going to resurrect Omnigul?
Fuck. Can't wait to hear that again.
I actually can't wait for it. It's gonna be crazy. Like, I recognize that scream.
Yeah.
Get over here, you loud bitch.
Also, remember like one of the first campaigns you hear her on Titan?
Yeah.
And it's just never like touched upon. It's like, so is that just like a weird noise or
no, Ghost did say that it sounded like Omnigul.
Yeah.
Or that scream sounded really familiar, and then nothing for 2 years straight.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see if that actually does anything.
No, 4 years. Jesus, has Destiny 2 been out for 4 years already? Oh.
Yeah, almost.
Jesus. Well, but so that also raises the question: are they bringing the Grasp of Moloch back? And are they bringing
hope so.
Yeah, right. Are they bringing strike-specific loot back? And I hope so.
Yeah,
because we've already got like a bunch of Nightfall-specific loot anyway for the different strikes. So yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool. Ooh, Omnigul themed Warlock armor. Yeah.
Yeah. Or just any one armor.
Yeah.
So I figure one thing we should talk about.
Yeah, what's up?
I guess we can do it before we get into whatever lore you've decided upon. Overall Solstice of Heroes moments of triumph impressions. Have you been having fun with the Solstice grind and stuff like that?
It's been good enough. It completes a little bit in the background as long as you have all of it. Oh, actually, a lot in the background as long as you have all of it equipped, which I'm a fan of.
Yeah,
I've seen people saying that the grind seems really enhanced this year. It's not that bad, honestly. I haven't put a whole lot of effort into it. Like I've kind of been doing it casually, and I'm just over halfway done my my legendary set. So
yeah,
I don't know. It's all right.
I think it's really good because only the first bit, like you actually need to go into the EAZ. So you get your taste of the EAZ, but you don't get burned out on it.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the rest of it, like you said, can be completed without really paying too much attention to it. Like, you know, like 10 Gambit matches, okay, that's a lot. But if you do like your weekly 4 or whatever it is, just like you're going to finish it pretty quick.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's a lot of stuff like that. But then once you get to the very final set, Magnificent or whatever it's called, then you like that's for like the next tier of players who actually are gonna
Exactly.
grind for
Yeah.
it. Like you gotta
Yeah.
do your Pit of Heresy, you gotta do your Trials of Osiris. Like you actually are like, okay, today I am working on this.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like 7 Trials of Osiris wins. That's not in a row for the record. You don't have to go to the lighthouse to
Yeah.
get this to get the glow. It's just 7 trials. So what is the full completion list? It's 7
Pit
Trials
of
of Osiris wins.
Heresy, a number of Altar
Pit
of
of Heresy.
Sorrows,
I think
5
it's
Altar of Sorrows, I think.
2 level 5 Altar of Sorrows, or 2
Oh,
level 6 Altar of Sorrows, or something like that.
or 5 level 2 altars.
Something like that. Yeah.
Pit of Heresy, Nightmare Hunt. I don't
Oh
remember what
yeah.
the last one is.
Oh, it was a master level Nightfall Strike.
Oh yes, that's right.
So which is 1060?
Or 80, I
10,
think
no,
maybe.
it's 1080. Yeah.
It's one of the ones that's like, it's not too bad.
Yeah. It's one of the
um,
ones where you look at it and you go, that's technically doable.
yeah. um, yeah, I agree 100%. I really enjoyed it. I had fun in the EAZ. I had my fun, and then I just went
Yeah,
and grinded out the rest of it.
exactly. Yeah. Like the
It
EAZ, it was really good to see it return, and I love the verticality of it. Um, but I mean, yeah, it's fun. It's
it
not
was
something
fun.
I find myself going back to over and over and over again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was funny. Oh, also something that I think is really awesome is how you can get um better stat rolls on the armor.
Yeah, I like that a lot. How does
I
that work?
just
How?
today I think you get it maybe from the EAZ as well, but I've gotten all mine from Solstice boxes or whatever the fuck they're called.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like today I actually got 2 new pieces that are better than the ones that I have currently. So I'm like,
Oh, really? Nice.
those are like ready and sitting for when I get new
Nice.
more golf balls. So like that'll be like next season's like
Oh,
grind to
yeah.
masterwork is like those pieces will be
Oh,
my
okay.
new masterworked armor.
Gotcha. So like you're gonna integrate them into your hunter's look then?
Yeah, but like next season once I have the
Yeah.
materials,
Yeah.
which um oh shoot, what was I just gonna say? Oh yeah, I was gonna
Something
say,
about
it's kind of
transmog?
funny because it's literally like they're like 2 points better than what I have
Yeah.
right now.
I mean, dude, those 2 points sometimes when you see it, you're just like,
Yeah,
yeah,
well,
boy.
sometimes it bumps you up another level
Yeah.
on a stat.
Dude, my
So
you're gonna love this. So I put on all of my classic I went back to the bloody tooth shader for my Titan.
yeah,
So he's got like the Rasputin aesthetic to him. And my discipline, my grenade stat, is one more point and it'll go up another tier. I'm sitting at a solid 69.
nice.
Nice.
Uh, ugh.
Nice.
um,
But yeah, no, it's still frustrating. I'm like, nice. Damn it.
yeah. It's like, do I commit to the 69 or do
Yes.
I
Well, because I
actually
missed it with my triumph, so yes,
masterwork
I do.
something?
Well, oh yeah, no, so I finally masterworked my Torah Battle Celebration mask, which like grand total, I think it's sitting at like an 87 or something like that. So it's a good roll. And which is leagues better than my completely masterworked Midnight X Gen helm, which sits at a paltry 79. Completely masterworked. I'm like, yeah, the only reason I'm saving you is so that I can transmog you. Cool.
Yeah.
Because it's a badass helmet. I love the look of it, but God, it's a piece of shit.
Here, do you want to hear something funny?
Yeah, for sure.
Um, so the stats for my vest equal a total of 106
Oh my God.
because of radiant light, which is
Oh, right.
plus 20 strength, I think, for that one, and then
Yeah.
my gauntlets are 97
Nuts.
because of powerful friends.
Oh my God.
But 106,
Dude,
like even like take that one away, like that's 86 total, which is pretty
that's good.
decent.
Yeah.
I think I've got a couple others that are better than
Oh,
that, like without the extra.
does Radiant Light come with a caveat to it? Like, does it take something away?
Just that you have to have another arc mod slotted on that piece of armor.
Oh, interesting. That's not bad at
That's the
all. Holy
only,
Christ.
yeah.
Did
And
you get
even
that
that,
from
like,
the
you
Prismatic Recaster? Maybe.
no, that one you had to buy from Banshee at some point. You might have it.
Oh
You
yeah,
might have
I
bought
might
it.
have it. Yeah. One that I've been using lately is is Hive. I can't remember what it is. Like Night. I can't remember what the mod is, but basically gives you it reduces the amount of damage you take from Hive and Taken Knights, so it's
Yeah.
really useful in the Prophecy dungeon. So I've actually finally been modding up my armor specific to the dungeon that I'm playing,
Right.
which I'd never even considered before. So I've just been going in, it's like brute forcing my way through this
Yeah.
entire thing without actually like swapping out all of the mods on my armor, and it really really helps.
Yeah.
There's another one called I can't remember exactly what it's called, but basically grenade. It's from the seasonal artifact. Void grenades add a weaken debuff to enemies.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh my god, it's so good.
Uh,
Yeah,
oh, yeah. What is that called? But yeah, I run that one too.
yeah, blinding light or something like that. I can't remember.
Oh, it must be something different.
Yeah, Mm. I could be completely wrong.
But yeah, I've been enjoying Solstice overall.
Yeah,
I actually did all 10 Gambit matches in a row,
yeah, you
which I was
mentioned that.
surprised by. I figured I would get to 5 and I would be
Yeah,
done. But it was more like I got to 5, I was getting more and more frustrated throughout each one. And then,
Mhm.
like, after 5, I think I kind of just broke. I just
God.
didn't feel anything for the remaining 5. I say that kind of jokingly, but it's kind of true. I didn't break,
Yeah,
but I like what I did is like, okay, I think I
you
can
just
finish
zoned
all of
out.
these, but I just have to like completely check out. So yeah, I like
Well,
had a
exactly.
stream on or something. I was watching something. I was not even paying attention to the
Yeah, you
gameplay.
just don't even care about the final result.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, got my 10 done. Wasn't too
It's
bad.
like enemy teams summon their primeval. I'm like, don't care. Don't give
Yeah,
a
we're
shit.
like
Cool
quarter
for
of the
them.
way to our moats. I'm like,
Yeah. And you're just
eh.
you're just strolling your way through, not even
Yeah.
sprinting.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was also gonna say there was one point where it was like defeat. I think it was 300 Cabal, uh, whilst on a subclass matching the daily element.
Yeah.
And right away I was like, okay, I could do this now, but I'm definitely just gonna wait until it's void. And it just goes to the Leviathan with
Oh my
tether,
god.
and just like tether a bunch of Cabal, kill them all. Tether a bunch of Cabal, kill them all. Tether a bunch of Cabal, kill them all.
Well, that's the only reason people
I,
use the
I like
Leviathan these days.
banged it out in like 15 minutes. I'm like, all right,
God.
that's it, done.
Cool.
Yeah. Alrighty. You got some lore?
Yep, I got a couple pieces of lore to read. Nothing really outstanding, nothing that I'm terribly excited to talk about, but I mean it's good stuff. I'll go over the most recent the most recent singular exegete. E- exegete?
Oh,
Exegete? Something
here.
like that.
What is it? Singular.
The singular exegete. Exegete. And this is the lore that you get from completing the means to an end quest every week. So you do the contact event, you get a bunch of whatever the fuck it's called. I can't remember the name of that material. Oh god, it's curse week.
Hmm.
Tomorrow I have to do the what's it called?
Playthrough.
Blind well.
Oh,
Don't let
blind
me
well.
forget that.
Okay, hang on.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
Blind
play this and see how it's pronounced. Oh, audio unavailable. Well, fucking thanks.
well. That's hilarious. Anyway, so report by Van Net encrypted router. A rebuked. Also, this lore tab is called Petulant. A rebuke to Savathun for her interference. Perhaps she is jealous of our direct access to the pyramid. She led the hive to the darkness, but she has had eons to regret that choice. Could we exploit this? Personal notes, scratched into hive leather with a flake of Ionian stone. I find the Guardian's collective study humiliating. Their channels are full of open speculation about me. Is she a hapless lackey of Queen Mara? An ancient proto-hive matron? And why did she offer to trade a bag of quartz chip data stores for a pound of breadfruit? Savathun, queen of all encrypts. Savathun, who has distorted these messages so badly that only the tenacious drifter can unscramble them. Why does the hive trickster want to prevent our contact with her god? Simplest answer? It's all a trick. You did exactly as I required, is her retort to any defeat. How can her plans be foiled when no one understands what they are? But would she dare defy the deep itself? Perhaps she would. Savathun's wretched existence is bound to the need to confuse. To understand her is to destroy her. Is she still set on luring us into a black hole, some newborn universe where she can be a true god? Or was that a lie too? Am I on the verge of some discovery that threatens her? Jupiter is always straight above. At night, the whole sky is afire, tons of sulfur burning in the flux tube that connects Io to the Jovian pole. I burn my trash and the smoke drifts up forever. The radio howls like wolves. I am lonely. So these are personal notes that Eris has been writing down. And so Eris is basically just getting frustrated, and she's acting like a petulant child about she's like literally mocking Savathun, like it's the SpongeBob beak meme. You did exactly as I required. Oh fuck, I'm gonna have to make that actually after we get off here.
That's so funny. It's actually so
Yeah,
good.
but yeah, so she's basically like mocking Savathun. It's like, oh yeah, no, I'm all about secrecy and me. But she's also she's also saying that like she's a little bit humiliated by, and this is directly like pointed at the fans, saying that's like the channels are full of open speculation about me. Like, is she a lackey of Queen Mara, or is she actually Savathun herself? Eris is basically going, "Fuck off, guys! I'm trying to help here." So yeah,
um,
that's
sorry, was that the one that you were gonna? Did you have
that's
another one?
basically like yeah. There is another one, but do you have any
Yeah.
thoughts on that one?
I won't lie. Sorry, I was a little distracted because I had an idea.
What's that?
So, what if I read a verse of the
The
first
Bible?
grimoire
Oh yeah, okay,
a week?
that'd be cool. I'd like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Um.
moving in on my territory. I see.
Yes, pretty much.
Oh, also, is
um.
there any way that we can change my title from Lore Daddy to Big Papa Lore?
Oh,
Because technically,
yeah.
Bife already has Lore Daddy, but I've got Big Papa Lore now. So
Yeah. Can I leave it in for the
yeah,
command? Can I leave it as Lord Daddy because it just sounds
sure.
dirtier?
God, all right, sure. But I've got to change my title on Twitter at some point to Big Papa Lore because that was bequeathed upon me
Yeah.
by by a friend of the podcast, and so there's that. But then I've got another smaller lore tab. Guess what, guys? It's the Vespulator lore tab. Because I love that sparrow, and it's nothing important at all. It's just a nice little bit of flavor text, and it just the title is just War Sat Incoming.
Hang on. Sorry. I Let me just go get a drink while you read this.
Oh, okay, sure, yeah. I gotta pee real bad after this as well. So, Central Library audio visual. Student Mr. Canton, former Lieutenant Max Canton goes shoot. I'm looking for material on IO, something different. Oh, I'll tell you something about Io. No, really, you won't find this anywhere. I remember once my partner and I were lost for a week straight in a canyon on Io. We weren't eyeing one another like turkey legs or anything, but it was close. We were running out of rations. Then we saw a Vespulator come in and disappear over the canyon walls. We knew it by those stripes. They make it look like some kind of dangerous insect. We knew it would be hours of climbing, but we hurried toward it immediately. Look it up. Vespulator? Vespulator. So I don't really know exactly what this has to do with anything if Vespulator is the material that the sparrow itself is made out of, or if they saw somebody on the sparrow coming over the hill and they went to go attack them, or if it was like I don't know if it was just contact with humanity. I'm not entirely certain what the context behind it is, but it's just saying that the Vespulator sparrow is important, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. It's kind of cool, and you'll hear all about it when you listen back to the audio at some point.
What?
It's oh, I was just saying you'll hear that when I when you come back to the audio later on. It's I don't know, it's yeah, it is
Sorry.
what it is.
I just wanted to go get a drink because I wanted to get my reading voice ready.
Yeah, no, you're fair.
um,
Yeah, so yeah, you might as well start in on that grimoire stuff there.
yeah.
But while you do, I actually have to use the washroom, so I'll be right back.
Okay. Sorry, listeners. Let me grab one more sip of water here. My throat is a little scratchy. Actually, I think I'm gonna wait for him to get back. So, um, hmm. Uh, uh, how you been? Doing well? Um, hey, check out our Twitter at Podcast Destiny on Twitter. I would love for someone to tweet at us and tell us where they're listening from, or how they discovered our podcast or anything like that, or just who you are. I'd love to get to know our listeners a little bit more. I know you're out there. Yeah, come say hi on Twitter at Podcast Destiny. I check it like every couple weeks, so I've been having lots of fun in Destiny, so that's good. Haven't been streaming very much though, I'll be honest. Been too lazy. I've basically also only had time to hop on, finish any kind of step in the Solstice of Heroes armor, and then that's about all the time I had. So okay, you're back. I wanted to wait for you to come back, so
Oh, thanks, man.
yeah, no worries. Okay, so this isn't actually one of the verses, it's just like the precursor of chapter 1.
Oh, cool.
I don't even actually know if... Actually, tell you what, I'll read this and then the first verse, because this is pretty short, and I don't even know if it's actually lore tab or anything. One more sip of water.
That's some pink-looking water you got there.
Okay, yes, juice. Fair enough. Chapter 1. A Book of Sorrow. What is this violent ritual? These tales of suffering, where all ends in a feast of maggots and rot, laid on a wormwood table for gods to feast on misery. But is not the light also served by savage sacrifice, accepted wounds, blood spilled on the dust of distant worlds? Life and death and life and death and life and death are locked in a battle that never ends. The cycle is the same, the pain is the same. We eliminate those who oppose the light, they annihilate those. That's so hard to say. I keep wanting to say they annihilate those who do not worship the dark. In the end, only sorrow remains. Okay, verse 1.0, the fundament. So this is about the three Hive sisters that ended up becoming the Taken King, Savathun, and the one that everyone forgets about.
Jivir Wrath.
Dearest sister, it's taken me 2 years, a quarter of our lives, but I found the proof. We aren't native to the fundament. Our ancient ancestors came here to hide. The plate of stone we live on, our osmium court, is one fragment of a rocky planet that crashed into the fundament and broke apart. All the other nearby continents, the helium drinkers, the bone plaza, the star cutters, came from the same world. Perhaps the other races of fundament are migrants too. We live on the shrapnel of our homeworld, floating on an ocean deep inside a gas giant. That's what fundament must be, a titanic gas planet. The endless storm above us must be one layer of the atmosphere. And the sea we float on, there's more down beneath it. So much more. You understand what this means, Sathona. The timid truth is a lie. We aren't meant to be the world's prey. We weren't born to live and die in the dark. We have a better destiny. Hint, hint. Tell our father,
right?
Sister Sathona, this is the proof of his life's work. With love, for your second birthday, your first surviving sister, Orash. I think it's going to be really good to read through all these again, actually, because I did read them at one point, but I feel like similar to like the Silmarillion or Lord of the Rings or anything like that, like you don't like every time you read something, you unlock like a meaning in it, and the first time you read it is like you barely unlock like the first layer of it. So, okay. Tune in next week for the next verse. Maybe the next two. Maybe we'll
I'm
do
happy
two.
with that, man. Yeah.
Maybe we'll do 2 a week because they're kind of short. Okay. Well, do we have anything left that we need to chat about?
I don't know. I'm in the middle of making a meme right now. I'm really
All
happy
right.
about it. Yeah.
I'm
Thanks. Thanks.
sorry to interrupt you.
No, no, you did a really good job, man. I was listening, and I'm actually
I'm
really
just
stoked
kidding.
to listen to the Books of Sorrows again because I think it's good to revisit them going into Savathûn becoming the big bad
Yeah, I agree.
big
Okay,
baddest, whatever.
sorry. Give me a second here.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, Newt is currently just literally just a second. Okay, cool. And he's
Yeah,
back.
yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and guess you don't know what the second Grimoire anthology is about either. Is that correct?
Yeah. No, I think it's just a continuation of the grimoire in D1.
Well, it's not like it's they aren't a collection of every piece of lore, right?
Oh, are they not? Oh.
No, they're curate that's what Mylan Games did is he curates them. He picks through and it's like I think this would be a story that listeners want to hear about, and
Oh,
these
interesting.
lore
Okay.
tabs help us to understand that story.
Cool.
Okay.
All right then.
So, oh, right. Damn it, I knew that. Volume 2 is about the Fallen Kingdoms.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right then.
There's a
I ate.
lot.
I ate. Okay, I see.
If I'm reading 2 of these a day, we're gonna have a lot of content to go through.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
good, man.
Yeah.
Man, I want to do it now. Damn it.
Um
So it's such a good idea.
well, buy yourself
I'm
Destiny
gonna have to,
Grimoire
honestly. Yeah.
anthology. Let's see, I'm gonna find out. Volume 3. Oh, Volume 3 is on sale.
Oh, is it actually? Oh
Yeah, I
shit.
forgot. I remember that. I remember seeing that, but I was like, I'm just gonna buy the first 2 for now because they're cheaper.
Yeah, that's fair.
um, let's see what this one is about. If it'll say.
Okay, what was it? God, you're gonna fucking hate me when I share this thing with you, but it's gonna be worth it.
Oh, I think it's a pre-order. I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry. We'll be released. Yeah, it's a pre-order. We'll be released on November 27th, so we don't know what it's about yet.
Oh, okay, still though, that is good.
Um.
Oh.
Well, have you been playing any video games other than Destiny?
I completed Jedi Fallen Order finally.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Did I think you might have been. I think no, I think it was Mountains. Mountains and I were we would have this little stint there where he would be playing The Witcher at his place, and I would just be playing
Fallen
uh
Order.
Fallen Order at my place, and it was just like we would just be in a party together, chatting and hanging out essentially,
Mm-hmm.
just chatting about nothing. And I was beating my head against the wall on Jedi Master difficulty. So there's Apprentice, Jedi Knight, Jedi Master, and Jedi Grandmaster. And this final boss fight, could not get past for like a month straight. And so, after so many times of the game showing me you can lower the difficulty if it's too hard, I'm like, "Fuck you, game! I'm not gonna." I did it. I lowered it to Jedi Knight
Yeah.
difficulty, and within a couple of days, I just whipped the boss's ass. Finally, figured out her movement patterns, when to dodge, when to attack. Got the game done, and I was like, "Oh shit, that's the last fight. Now it's just exposition." Huh. Fair enough. Cool ending, but I wish I hadn't spent so much time on the boss fight because it kind of denatured the end of it. Because I was just sitting there like, oh, finally it's done.
Yeah.
I think that's all I was focused on. But now I get to go back and play the game basically in free mode.
Yeah.
And apparently it unlocked a couple of skins for the character, for the lightsaber. So I'm excited for that.
That's
So I'm going to be doing that at some point. But
that's good.
other than that, man, I haven't been playing anything really.
Yeah. So does it keep your the progression that you made on your character unlocks the next time you run through?
It does, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
It
love
keeps
that.
all the progression, yeah.
I
And
love
so
it when a game does that.
yeah, it's I can go around to different areas and access areas I wasn't able to access before or that I just missed.
Yeah.
Like I've got 90% uh of all the items in that game, but I have to go back and find more, which I'm excited to do because I love it when games do that. You can just go back and find those items, and I love getting that 100% completion, like very very similar to Metroid Prime.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, so I'm excited for
Um
that.
you know what I'm really excited for is Horizon Zero Dawn is coming to PC. Or I
Oh,
think
is
it
it
might be
really?
available already.
Damn, that's gonna
Um
be sweet.
yeah, yeah it is. So I'm definitely gonna buy that and play that
Hmm.
because I mean, it looked beautiful already on PlayStation. I can't imagine how gorgeous it's gonna be on PC.
Yeah.
$60 though, it's pretty expensive.
I mean, that's not bad for what it is.
Yeah. Um. Okay. Well, shall we? I know it's a little early, but we're
Sure,
missing
yeah.
1/3 of our content, so we can start wrapping up.
Yeah, for sure, man. I'm down with that. I'm like I said, I'm in the middle of making a meme right now, so
All
which
right.
I will share on my Twitter, which you can find me at ADP Colossus on Twitter. Uh, basic information where I talk about the podcast. I shit post a lot. We've actually one cool thing that has been happening actually is we've slowly been building our little community, which I love to see. We've kind of folded in with the sweaty family and the connections that we've made from there, and it's just been people and more people seem to have been following this podcast, and it's really nice to see. And so I really appreciate you guys coming in and listening to us wherever you do listen to us, be it live, which I don't think we have any live listeners right now.
Yeah.
Kat was hanging out for a bit, but she pieced out. Um, but yeah, if you're coming in from an outside source, if you heard about us from someone else, welcome, and just it's nice to have you here. That's all
Yeah.
I'll say on that. It's just nice. It's really nice being a part of this community, and being a part just being a staple.
Being a part of another Destiny community.
Exactly. Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
I also really appreciated your segue into your Twitter handle there.
Thanks, man. It's I've been getting better at it. I've been getting better. It's and it's weird because in this small little community though, like, and I say when I say small, I mean like tiny.
Yeah.
Um, I realized this the other day that I've actually filled the role of the lore guy, like
Yes.
not just from our podcast, but within this small community as well.
Oh,
And
I
it's
see.
that's how people have like a couple people that I've been talking to in their streams have referred to me as like they've been pointing people in the direction of me. Like if people need any, like I'll take almost a direct quote, like I'm paraphrasing it, but one of our friends said, if you need help with anything lore related or PvE related, go to Colossus. He's your guy. And I was sitting here thinking, wow, that's actually it's nice.
Hmm.
It's a cool thing to have this seat, I guess you could say, in a community as being the lore guy. It's fun. I like it.
For all your lore needs.
Lore needs. Yeah. Yeah, so it's cool to see this whole thing evolve and
Yeah.
from where we started. I listened to our first episode, man, like our introduction episode and our first episode. How far we've come in like
Yeah.
20-ish episodes. It's interesting.
We need to record like a new introduction episode. You can because you
Yeah.
can post trailers on Spotify now. We need to film one
Oh
or do
yeah.
one with Starlight as well.
That'd be a great idea. Yeah.
Updated.
Yeah, we can script the hell out of it.
Yeah. That's definitely we will definitely have the drive and discipline and professionalism to write a script.
Yeah.
That'll totally happen.
Sure.
Well, you can find me on Twitter at ADPNewt. The E is a 3. Same for Twitch. I haven't been streaming very much lately though. So, and most importantly, go to at Podcast Destiny on Twitter if you want to say hello, make yourself known. And then another Destiny podcast everywhere else, YouTube, Spotify, Twitch, etc., etc. Before we go, big thank you to Rachy95 and Grumpy Old Man. I don't know who that is, but thanks for the follows over the past couple of weeks on Twitch.
Oh, thanks, guys. That's awesome.
And big thank you to all our Spotify listeners and followers. Really appreciate it. And hope you're staying safe out there in these interesting, uncertain times.
Yeah. Wear that mask. Wash those hands. Play that disc.
Or do yourself a Destiny-themed face mask.
Yeah, because those are available for purchase or pre-order right now.
Purchase. I'm pretty sure.
I think it is purchase, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
How cool would it be to get sponsored by Bungie themselves? Like that'll ever happen.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see.
Rather, sorry, I'll rephrase that. How cool would it be to get a sponsor? Like that.
Yeah.
No company would sponsor this steaming pile of garbage.
Anything else you wanted to add before our closing statements, Cole?
I think I'm good.
All right. Well, I will cue the music. Like I said, thank you so much, everyone, for listening and following and all that good stuff. I hope you're staying safe out there. And remember, you always have time for another Destiny podcast.
Wait.